What's up guys, Sean back with another video, and boy have I got a treat for you ladies and gentlemen today. One of my absolute favorite shows. I don't know why this is so funny to me, it just never ceases to crack me up. The fact that this guy was on like Dyson Demon Time just makes me kind of giggle inside. Like, it makes me feel some kind of way. I don't know how he did it, but he's with a vacuum. Actually, I could think exactly how he did it, but I don't know why he did it is what I mean. At least he could have got a damn wet vac or something, you know? That could have... Oh, I was thinking I got a wet vac. Sorry. Let's go.
Holding on very gingerly to the vacuum hose and appears to be very anxious and in a lot of pain.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, baby.
He gave her a look at one point, which said to me apparently there was something more going on. The vacuum hose was attached to his and his left testicle was trapped inside.
Oh no. He's about to turn into Obi-Wan Nut. That's bad news. Also, what makes you look at your friggin' Hoover and say, honey, time to get it in? Like, well, I guess the suction, but crazy.
I'm concerned about testicular rupture due to trauma. That would affect fertility as well as hormone production. I realize we're not dealing with just an ordinary vacuum cleaner hose. There's some coil inside, which is industrial grade metal and obviously very sturdy. That ups the ante considerably.
Oh no, you're gonna have to call the fire department with the jaws of life. And what if they slip? This guy's gonna turn into a half knob. Whoa.
I'm concerned that there's a hematoma here cutting off circulation. We only have a period of 6 hours to save the testicle or else gangrene sets in.
What does that mean?
It means that the circulation to the testicle has been cut off and it may die and would have to be removed.
Is it 6 hours how long you're supposed to wait before you call the doctor if you take the little blue pill? Because when I was a teenager, I did that once, and I was about 30 minutes from freaking out, man. I thought I had to call the doctor.
What?
Unless we act quickly. The vacuum hose was attached to his penis and his left testicle. So how did this happen?
Well, I came home and found him this way.
You found me?
He was trying to use the vacuum cleaner, and he's never used it
Oh,
before.
he just tripped and fell, and something went in. Oh, silly me. Like, I guarantee there was some kind of maid play going on here, and maybe he just got a little excited. You walked out of the room to use the bathroom or something. He saw the vacuum, and he said, yeehaw, buddy, I'm about to get all up in that vacuum. Like, I don't know what people are thinking.
This was a huge mistake. I'm sorry.
I can't get it off.
She tried to help him take the hose off
That's
of
what
his
she
genitals, but nothing worked.
We have to go to the hospital.
The hospital? They'll think we're crazy.
I think they're just gonna really think you like spring cleaning like a lot, buddy.
I'm sure they've seen worse, right?
How long has he been this way?
Maybe 2 hours?
This means we only have 4 hours to save the testicle.
I can't believe he was playing with it.
That's not what happened.
I'm honey, but these things happen.
I had a
Bro, the fact that it like suction cupped on there and he got one of his boys in there too means that there's probably a pretty good seal on that sucker. So how many of you women would take the hose and just yank your husbands around? Because I think some of y'all would do it just to laugh.
strong suspicion I wasn't getting the whole story from this couple. When I examined his genital region, I see swelling and bruising. The scrotal sac could be compromised, and of course the penis could be suffering injury as well. At this point, there's only one option.
We gotta cut it off.
Yep.
No, he's talking about the hose, not your.
What?
Yep. We got to take the whole thing, buddy. You are not leaving here today. The suction was just too strong. That's what she said too.
You're not breaking my Power Master 5000.
The wife seems to be more concerned about the vacuum than her husband.
Will insurance buy me a new vacuum cleaner?
I highly doubt.
I don't know if that's on the plan. Like, hey, if you're get stuck in a vacuum, we'll send you a new one. But you can keep the old one. We don't want it back.
You don't want to wreck your vacuum, but it's okay to embarrass me to death?
I'm thinking, I suspect there's a little bit more going on here than meets the eye.
Fine, just get it over with. But gentle.
Okay, it's time to start.
I mean, next time, maybe stick with a feather duster and his, yeah, okay.
Cutting.
I love you.
Even without a...
Reluctantly, he agreed to have the procedure performed. This is not the first time that I've cut an object off the. In fact, I recall one case where a man had his genitals trapped in a thick metal ring, and I had to call the fire department to.
Who the hell was playing Lord of the Rings like that? That's crazy. And then they turned the vacuum into the Polar 5000? What is going on in the world? People just see inanimate objects and they're like, man, I really got to get to that. Well, I mean, at least it's not like Shane Dawson turning friggin' whiskers into a wank bank, so.
Bring a pair of heavy bolt cutters to set him free. Dan, the ring is off. So I have some expertise in this area.
Oh no.
I attempted to cut through the vacuum hose with a cast cutter. No luck. I tried to cut through the hose with trauma shears. No success. All we did was shake the hose around.
Okay. But you take that grinder, right? That sucker's gonna shoot sparks. We're gonna start a forest fire down here, unless he's all clean shaven. I love this damn show. It's so funny.
And cause the patient a lot more pain. I need to come up with a creative solution. I called the hospital engineer and see what he could do to help me.
All right, what's the... Oh, Doc. You have to start warning me about these situations.
Not enough time. We were using the trauma shears, the cast cutter, and nothing was working. Do you have anything sharper?
Time for castration. Here we go, buddy. It's coming all off. We're going to take a pair of these wire snippers and we're going to get to work. Also, how many of you are nurses and you like want to take a picture of this but you can't because it's like an invasion of privacy? Because I would want to see all the freaky stuff people do in the ER, man. Because I guarantee there's some crazy stuff going on there.
We only have about 2 hours before the testicle will be at risk for gangrene.
Doc, the hose is too twisted for the tools that I have.
All right, thanks for coming by.
How are we going to save my manhood?
I needed to find the proper tool, and I needed to find it fast. Every now and then, I'm forced to think way outside the box for a creative solution, and this was one of those now and thens.
Wait, couldn't you take the other end of the hose off and like reverse blow and then get some... I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to breathe in his air either, man. That's crazy.
I sent my resident Chris to the hardware store to get a diamond-tipped saw blade.
Doc! This is unbearable. Can I get some pain meds?
Ted.
I have Nurse Ted give him something to relax him.
Dave, how you doing?
Do you think unicorns have bad days?
The patient gets sleepy, a bit delirious, but afterwards he won't remember a thing.
I mean, I do know unicorns don't stick their horn in the Hoover, so...
The medication's working. Diana, how are you doing?
Nervous about the whole thing.
Last time she cleaned my carpet, it tickled when she put...
Wow, this drug is strong.
Okay, great.
Damn. People are having way more fun cleaning than I ever had. Damn.
Comes back with the diamond-tipped saw blade. I begin cutting the vacuum hose with the saw.
You'll think twice before you look at something else like that. Maybe we could stick to the pledge and do a little bit more dust in here. But we're going to stay away from anything that has suction power, all right?
You did it again, Doc.
Success.
Except your wife.
Everyone heaves a great sigh of relief, but our celebration is short-lived. It's clear that his genitals are swollen, they're bruised, they really look to be in poor shape.
I'm worried we may not have gotten it off in time.
I call for the ultrasound.
Oh no, I had bruised balls once. I was in a car accident and them suckers slammed against the steering wheel. I had to go to the doctor. It was kind of embarrassing, and those were the coldest damn cracked hands I ever felt in my life.
Machine, and Nurse Ted brings it to the bedside.
There's a hematoma of the penis, but that doesn't concern me. What I am concerned about is the hematocele.
Because of the size of the hematocele, which is a collection of blood, it was very likely that the circulation to the testicle was compromised.
Is that bad?
Yes, we have to operate immediately or else.
Oh my god. How did this go so far left? You could hire a maid. Well, I don't know. Maybe your wife don't want the maids around if he gets this turned on by cleaning.
If there's something you're not telling us, now would be the time.
No more silly lying. I know this is embarrassing, Di, but this is testicle life and death.
Maybe he wasn't just playing with the vacuum. It's possible that we were trying to spice things up.
And this is when they finally came clean. They were trying something new.
With the vacuum? Like, what is going on here? Experiment a little bit, but we need to stay away from the expensive products at least. Get a dustbuster, man. He'll put the D in Dyson real quick. I have that vacuum.
She liked to dress up and put on one of his suits, and apparently the patient enjoyed dressing up as a maid.
Do the dusting next.
Yes, ma'am.
How did I know a feather duster was... I think you guys think these are scripted because I'm calling it all the way down the line right here. I don't script nothing. That would take way too much time. This is just my depraved brain right off the top.
Why doesn't the naughty maid put a brush on the vacuum hose?
He started
We didn't learn our lesson at all right here. She could have lost a nipple with that thing. That thing's got crazy suction power, man. My vacuums never worked that damn good.
using the vacuum cleaner on her. She liked it so much she wanted to do the same for him. When she went to do that, the attachment apparently fell off that they were using. The vacuum cleaner suction being so powerful, apparently was immediately drawn to the genitals and trapped it. And the
Boy, this went so far left so fast. We're gonna have to learn how to attach these attachments a little better.
testicle,
Are you okay? Oh my god.
and that's how they wound up at the emergency department.
Oh my god. I was not prepared for this. Also, that's a nice tie.
I was just trying to spice things up. I knew the Power Master had powerful suction, but I didn't realize how strong it was.
I'm
Damn
glad
right.
that the truth finally came out. It's important for me to know exactly what happened.
I thought that saying that he was playing with the vacuum would be less embarrassing than...
I mean, that thing damn near sucked out his soul, so you should be thankful, lady, that he's still around. I've never heard of death by vacuum, but now I'm scared to death of that sucker.
admitting our kinky truth.
No, not the case.
The patient's wife was embarrassed and apologized to me for not telling the truth up front.
Unfortunately, there's still work to be done. I have to open up the area around the testicle, drain the blood out, and close it back up.
And then he'll be good as new.
If it hasn't been too long.
The vacuum attachment caused some pretty extreme damage, so my patient has been wheeled off to surgery. And we're racing against the clock, trying to save his left testicle.
Oh dear God, I could not imagine the stories that I would have to tell people if I lost one to a vacuum. Like, car accident, whatever, something like that. But a vacuum? That would be just a wild story to tell at Christmas parties.
Here, this will probably taste a lot better than those nails.
This day has not turned out as planned.
The surgery is a success. The patient is wheeled back to the emergency department.
The operation was a complete success.
I gave the big sigh of relief.
Now, the healing process might be a little painful, so he'll need to take it easy for about a week.
Oh my God, and that's the story of the Dirt Devil D, man. I can't believe that this really happens. Man, the ER's got to be a fun place to work, man, because everybody likes nurses. But, I didn't know they were doing this kind of stuff with vacuums and maids, man. It just got wild in here. I'm gonna invest in a better vacuum. I'll see y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.